Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to today's matchup between Fountain City Athletic and Central Kansas United. My name is Landon Hinkle. Unfortunately, Will not be able to join us today as he is currently in Tennessee but watching from home. So I will try my best to fill in. I know you guys are expecting just as good of a performance as the Ryo Goku match, but I will try my best. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again to those who are tuning in from home today. Fountain City Athletic and Central Kansas are now just about 5 to 10 minutes away from kickoff here. Central Kansas United undefeated on the season, less games played, but a 4-1-0 record with one draw coming against, I believe, Dodge City. A very important game towards the standings today, as well as Fountain City Athletic are in control of their own destiny with second place. Right now, they sit second place above Dodge City, a team who already beat them this year, but because of other results from Dodge City, Fountain City Athletic can win out and control that bye spot in that second place position. But that starts today, ladies and gentlemen, with Central Kansas United lurking on that second place spot as well. Very, very exciting game here today coming up. I'll be right back with starting lineup shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, just seconds from kickoff now here. Tonight's starting lineup for Fountain City Athletic. Goalkeeper Harrison Enos. Left back Nico Rivera. Center back Jake Farmer. Center back John Osongo. Ricky Lapata in at right back. Kelvin Osai CDM. Alessandro Rubio the captain. Next to him is Miguel Carrasquino. Alessandro Rubio hat-trick last game, keep in mind. Caleb Fannin in front of him, center forward. Jared Glover to his left, Amir Pazui to his right. Head coach, as always, Jeff Ferguson. Tonight's starting lineup for CKU goes as follow. In goal, number 22, Santiago Pagnutti. At left back, number 18, Emilio Rodriguez. Number 4 at center back, Jorge Meja. Next to him is 15, Morgan Spilker. 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 At right back, number 2, Crispo Scheinfeld. His 3 midfielders are number 8, they don't have his number listed. Number 16, Adrian Lara. Number 14, Andrew Quiros. Front 3, Captain Nobel Zimbabwe. Hottest player in the league right now from what I've seen. Very dangerous fast start winger. Number 9, Rodrigo Palacios up top. And another very quick guy, Seth Flores, in on the other wing. We are ready to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Started off with Central Kansas player running off sides about 10 yards there. But all out of bounds for Fountain City Athletic. Goal kick. John Osongo looking middle, turnover early, fights well to win it back, gets it to Glover. Glover and Carrasquino talk easily. Carrasquino gets it. Looking up to Fannin, goalkeeper well off his line there. And Farmer, first action in a Fountain City Athletic uniform, brand new signing picked up this week at Williams College in Massachusetts, a Park Hill South alumni. Amir Pazui on the wing. Looks like he was trying to win a foul there. Ref says he went down too easy, but Fannin picks it up. Fannin now to Carrasquino. Carrasquino careless in the middle and taken over. Good step there by Lapata on Zimbabwe. Have to time those well if you're Ricky Lapata tonight. He's going to be tested with the speedy Zimbabwe on his side. Out to the left back now of Central Kansas. All the way now to the left midfielder. Amir Pazui goes through his back. Well done to stop his momentum there. Well done there from Osai in the middle, and an identical foul to Fannin on the other side. He's going to get a talking to after that one. Fountain City Athletic was trying to go while he was talking, but it's not how it works. Farmer going to take good ball switch to Rivera, just a little too much in the end. Throw into Central Kansas right now. Flicked on there by Palacios. Flores on it now. Flores 1v1. Gets it over to Zimbabwe. Dangerous player in open space. He takes an early shot and into the locker room of Fountain City Athletic. That's what Central Kansas likes to do. They're a dangerous team on the break. Very quick wingers. Fountain City Athletic cannot be caught reaching today. Ball played short on the goal kick. Osongo to Glover. Glover miscontrols it. Just his third game this season. Both goals scored 2 goals in both of his games so far this season as Osai spin move in the middle. Tries to get it over to Lapata. It's going to go out for another Central Kansas throw-in. Huge shout out to our ball boy today. And Osai collects in the middle. Run from Pasui. He thought about it, you could tell. Ends up not going to him. Gets it to Rubio, who now goes to Pasui. Steps back. Stolen in the middle, but gets it back over to Fannin now, who's on the right. Fannin cutting to the middle. Tackle coming from behind. Ref said he got the ball. Great tackle then. And a ball played through. Jake Farmer is quick off his block. Gets it all the way back to Harry. Enos looking for the feet of Rivera. Gets it to him. Flores putting some pressure on him now. Now John gets it back to Harry again. Fountain City looking to control the game right now. Sent up the field to Pasui. Flicked on, but a little too much from Enos there. Not sure what the call was right there, but it's going to be a free kick in the way of Central Kansas. Looks like Zimbabwe will be the one to take captain for Central Kansas. Stacking that backside. Fountain City looked like they have the personnel. Great ball there from Zimbabwe. Away from the runner, though. Flores collects it in the corner. John Osongo covering. Gets it back to number 2, but Jared Glover's there, and he's going to start taking that one down the sideline. Jared Glover's still a little tripped up in his dribbling, but working hard to win it back. Well done there from Central Kansas United to win the foul. Jared Glover caught in between 2 decisions there, it looked like. Trying to decide if he wanted to keep pushing it or if he wanted to keep that run from Fannin and play that through. Good free kick there from number 2. Harry calls off Farmer. Enos goes long. Keeper high off his line. Goes over the head of 15. That's Fannin trying to control it around the box. Fannin! And it's a penalty for Fountain City Athletic. Fannin does well, and that's number 16 again fouling Caleb Fannin. Caleb Fannin wins Fountain City Athletic an early penalty kick, but he remains down. That was a very, very clear penalty kick. 16 swung around the legs of Fannin, who did not think Fannin was going to get there. Simple put it. And Alessandro Rubio is going to leave that one to Carrasquinho. Miguel Carrasquinho going to step up for the penalty kick. Fountain City Athletic looking to go up 1-0. Gil Carrasquinho to give Fountain City Athletic an early 1-0 lead. Can number 22 of Central Kansas United in goal stop this penalty kick? Carrasquinho. Carrasquinho, easy goal, Fountain City Athletic. Goal! Miguel Carrasquinho! Miguel Carrasquinho makes it 1-0 here early for Fountain City Athletic. Huge play there from Caleb Fannin to win the penalty kick, and well executed right there from Miguel Carrasquinho to put it away. Miguel now has goals in the last 2 games after scoring last Wednesday too against Emporia FC in that crazy 5-4 win. Central Kansas coming out of this quick now. They want to get one right back. Don't leave a lot of time behind, excuse me. Good played ball over the top. I don't think Arias was waiting for that one. I believe that's who it is. It's going to be a free kick or a throw in for Ricky Lapata. And that was a great punt from Harry to send it over the top to Caleb Fannin there, who did all the hard work, won the penalty. Miguel Carrasquino clinically puts it away. A turnover right there from Carrasquino leaves Fountain City Athletic in a vulnerable position. Good defense behind them, though. Good passing. Kelvin Osai coming in to poke a foot at that one. Jake Farmer looking for Amir Pazui. Amir was a little farther back than Jake anticipated. That's what happens when those two new players are trying to link up. But Kelvin Osai grabbing at his ankle. Picked up a little knock in that last game against Emporia. Is going to do everything he can to play through it. That one's going to be out on Osongo. That goalkeeper playing high off his line. Caleb Fannin notices it and stops that throw-in from going back to him. Good ball into the middle, 8 off his toes. Osongo does well, gets it to Carrasquino. Carrasquino going to play a ball over the top to Amir. Amir gets there. Touch lets him down a little bit, but he wins himself a throw in. Good ball there from Carrasquino, the goal scorer on the day. Ricky Lapata is capable of that long throw in. That's what we're going to see here. Jared Glover trying to get on the end of it. Headed away. Second ball won by Fannin. To the feet of Carrasquino. Tries to turn. Doesn't check his shoulder. Carrasquino fighting. Rivera now fighting. Rivera on the ball. Gets it over to Rubio. Rubio just needed one more touch to get it to Pasui. Touch lets him down, and he's going to get called for the foul there. That was Miguel Carrasquino's third goal in just 5 games played this season. Great addition to the squad for Fountain City Athletic late here in the middle of the season as we are trying to make that playoff push. Dangerous ball in over the top. Well done from Farmers. And Beva working on Rivera. Does well to get it over to his teammate. Rivera does well, though, as well to force the pressure. 4 on the ball. Gets it into Flores. Flores flicks it on. Osai, my apologies. A little bit of a late challenge there. Nothing more than a foul. But it's going to put another dangerous free kick in the hands of Central Kansas. It's going to be Zimbabwe and Flores that stand over this one. Five black shirts in the box. It's going to be Flores. He's going to hit it low. Puts it in a dangerous spot. Still bouncing around. A big old flop from the box there. Zimbeva's going to hit one from distance off of Osongo. Good flick down from Zimbabwe. And a great tackle coming in from Glover. Forces it out for a throw in. But good work there from Zimbabwe to make something out of nothing and win another dangerous opportunity for his team. Looks like he's feeling that challenge a little bit there. Good challenge from Glover. They shake hands after. Zimbabwe recently committed D1. I'm going to do a little bit of research. I know he's a great player. One of the leading goal scorers in the Midwest South right now. Was at Kansas Wesleyan in Salina, Kansas. That's where another 50-50 challenge and nothing doing again there. But Playing at Kansas Wesleyan NAIA before committing to where he recently just committed, Radford University up in the Northeast. Congratulations to him and good luck. He'll be heading there following this season, depending on how far CKU go in the playoffs. As I said earlier in the broadcast, CKU currently has a few games in hand of a couple of the top teams in the division. This is their 6th game, whereas Fountain City Athletics' 8th game. They unfortunately have to play a bunch of midweek games here now in the last 2 weeks of the season, while Fountain City Athletic can enjoy a little bye week next week. But a win here today for Fountain City Athletic would give Central Kansas their first loss and put them in really good position for 2nd place in the Midwest South. Chivas, Kansas currently running away with it. They have Almadena today. Team that's given Fountain City Athletic some trouble. They're going to play them twice in our last match. One for the second half of the game that was needing to be made up. That one will be 1-0 to start towards Almadena. And then a full 90 minutes after that. But like I was saying, Central Kansas, a win today for them. Keep them undefeated with 6 games played and 16 points. They're going to be challenging for Chivas, Kansas in first place. But some work here to do for both teams, just 15 minutes in now. Fountain City Athletic with a penalty in the 8th minute, won by Caleb Fannin, executed and scored by Miguel Carrasquino. And a free kick, Fannin won again. That's the 4th foul that Fannin has won here in just the first 15 minutes. I know ref doesn't want to show any early cards, but you're going to have to start asking about persistent infringement soon. Good ball from Lapata, gets it into Fannin. Fannin lets it run for Glover. Glover, back heel to Fannin. Fannin takes a long shot, a little deflection onto the goalie's path, but nothing doing in the end. Goes short to the wing. Fountain City Athletics going to play him his space and makes a poor pass in the end, giving it right back to Fountain City Athletic. Fountain City Athletic wearing the cream at home for the first time today. If you may wonder, it is because we just played 3 away games, and in those 3 away games, we were only allowed to wear away jerseys 1 time. No worries, though. It's a perfect day and a perfect occasion to pull out the Fountain kits on a day like today. Central Kansas and their home black, I believe it is. Miguel Carrasquino working with the ball well. Gets it over to Lapata. Or that's Fannin. Fannin with a good ball in. Over the head of everybody. Jared Glover chasing to get on the end of it. I don't think both Alessandro was a little behind it, but I don't think Jared Glover expected that ball to fall to him in the end. Screen record that goal. I'll do the camera. Goal kick going long this time, it looks like. Ricky Lapata, first one there, gets it to his former high school teammate Amir Pasui. Amir pushing down the line. Good work there from Amir. Amir gets it across. Jared Glover! What a save! Oh my goodness. What a play there from Amir Pasui, but more importantly, what a save there from Central Kansas' goalkeeper. If not, Fountain City Athletic are going to be in the corner celebrating. Long ball. Flores gets the lucky bounce his way. Pushing towards Farmer. Farmer, good body. Zimbabwe now gets the ball across. Asongo does enough in the end. Throw in now. Looks like they're going to go long. Ball in the middle. Asongo gets the first one. Second ball headed over the bar. That way you can go farther that way. I like cooking from Goal kick taken short again. Enos. Osai over to Farmer. Farmer gets it over the top to Pasui. Will he get there? He does. Good speed shown from by Pasui. Good ball from Farmer. Pasui looking to turn back. Loses his footing there in the end. But a good ball there from Farmer and a good run from Pasui. Putting a lot of pressure on that back line continuously. And again, yes, what a save from Central Kansas goalkeeper right there. Jared Glover was already thinking about his celebration when that ball popped back up in the air. Just pure reactions. Top class right there. Good ball played over the top to Flores. Flores trying to cut it, and Nico Rivera does very well there. And Flores puts a little bit of extra onto Harry Enos.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. That's just right. Wish I content as a foul.
Yeah. A little bit of extraness. I don't know why the ref is choosing to talk to Harry Enos as much as he am. You know, what do you expect when a guy falls on top of you and then while you're getting up, he continues to grab you? The conversation should not be continuous this long to Harry Enos. And only a drop ball, not even a foul. So huge shout out to Powerhouse Nutrition being here today and providing us with some great drinks. If you guys have never checked them out, be sure to go ahead and check them out. Located off North Oak. Ball over the top to Caleb Fannin. His right-footed effort just goes wide. And Caleb Fannin, a tale of his season. Just putting it wide continuously. Able to get a goal last week, but we've seen that time after time. Fannin just wide, like centimeters on that one. Farmer working. Gets flicked on to 8, but Osongo behind. Good cover there. In the air to Rubio. 16's been having trouble dealing with that ball in the air all day. Good cut out by Ricky Lapata there. Still Lapata. Still Lapata gets it to Pasui. Pasui driving that right side, gets it back to Lapata. Lapata trying to find that gap. No one was in it. Off his head in the end. Stays in bounds. And sent over the top. Off Lapata's head again. And then the foot of Osai to Osongo. Cheeky little nutmeg there. Don't know if he meant it, but we'll count them all the same. Carrasquinho. Good header there from 15. Only as far as Alessandro Rubio, who's fighting hard with 16, who ends up winning that battle in the end. Zimbabwe on the wing, working against Lapata, wins that battle. Osai comes in and helps, and Zimbabwe right there, a little frustrated it looks like, and he's going to get put into the book. Yellow card caution, number 10, Noel Zimbabwe, in the 23rd minute. And as you might have just heard me on the PA, that yellow card is going to the captain, number 10, Noel Zimbabwe. You could see it too. 50-50 ball that he lost. Frustration crept in and just put in an unnecessary challenge from behind on Pasui. It's going to put a free kick into a dangerous spot for Fountain City Athletic. Alessandro Rubio is going to be the one to take it. Farmer and Osongo up in the box right now. On that back post. Maybe looking to get a head onto this one. Good ball, and Osongo does get a head on it. Good ball from Rubio, but not enough in the end to redirect it away from the keeper's path. Keeper tried to go quick. Rivera with some good pressure to force the bad touch. Osai collects calmly in the middle. Over to Farmer, who swapped with Lapata at the minute after that free kick. Looks to go long to Carrasquinho. Off the head of number 2, but a good ball there from Farmer, forcing a throw in an attacking position for Fountain City Athletic. Rivera looks like he's going to be the one to throw it. Sandro creeping in. Looks for Caleb Long, headed away, but only as far as Glover. Glover finds Fannin. Good little touch, but a second player comes in. Farmer, an aggressive pass immediately out to Pazui. Good little back heel. Pazui's working one-on-one and a good step in there. Lapata. Long throw in again. Back post. Dealt with well there from number 4. Flores knees it down to number 8, who looks for the switch to Zimbeva. Jake Farmer in a good spot. And Flores there playing aggressive with Lapata. You can see again there just a little grab around the waist. That's all that it takes to get a foul on you. Good 50-50 ball, but like I said, yeah, that little grab around the waist is going to do it for you every time. Good ball played over to Rivera. Stepped in quickly, but Carrasquinho picks it up. Goes backwards to Asongo. And Fountain City Athletics going to look to possess here in the 26th minute. Farmer. Osongo. Now Osai. Taking his time. Not a lot of pressure shown from Central Kansas. Ball played over the top, looking for Lapata. Dealt with well, and now here comes the counter opportunity for Central Kansas, and well offsides there, and well after the whistle, he's going to shoot that one. Won't be surprised. Yeah, the referee's going to tell him, calm down. Got to hand out early. But offsides in the end. Harry Enos going to be the one to take it. Gets it over to Asongo. Back to Enos. Now Farmer. Looking for the long ball, nothing doing. Osai heads it down to Carrasquinho. Carrasquinho not ready, and foot stayed in. He didn't mean to, didn't see the guy coming, but a foul it is in the end, every day of the week. Carrasquinho just got to be a little less complacent. Ball played long to Zimbeva. Lapata working on him again. That one's going to be off Lapata. Lapata's been working that long throw today. Osai, Glover looking for that second ball. Rivera now working with Flores. Flores gets a head on it now. Collects. Flores' long ball attempt blocked by Rivera, recollected by Flores, and it's going to be off Rivera in the end. Enos collects it finally, wasting a little bit of time here. Game stalling out a little bit. Not as many offensive opportunities from either, and that's a giveaway foul right there. Sandro mistouched it. You don't have to put your hands on him. Unnecessary there. Even if it wasn't a lot of contact, the ball's through his legs and gone. Enos going long. Jared Glover going to be there. over his head, collected by 4. 14 now. Zimbabwe, a good one touch to the midfielder. And they're going to get that switch going now. Ball over the top, play to Flores. John Osongo chasing, everyone chasing. That's going to go out of bounds. And again, Enos going to take his time. No need to rush things. Long ball from Enos. It's going to be Rubio fighting for it in the middle. Good flick on. Caleb Fannin gets a touch on it. Fannin working on 16, the man who fouled him in the box. Fannin working on the ground. Able to keep the ball. Caleb Fannin. Well done, Caleb Fannin. We're going to reset with Enos. Farmer now. Farmer looking over the top for Pasui, who's onside. Pasui's still racing. 4 there to collect. Needing to. As Pasui was on the races. Alessandro Rubio forcing the ball out of bounds. 30th minute of action here. Still 15 minutes to go in the first half. Lapata to throw it. Gets it to Glover, who was looking for the flick on, but Central Kansas climbed the ladder. Farmer comes up now. And Lapata is going to go all the way back to Enos. Enos looking for Carrasquinho. Flores, though, to collect in the middle. Only as far as Rivera. Back to Osongo. Osai with pressure on his back. Does well. Still Osai. Good turn. Gets the ball up to Fannin. Well done there from Kelvin. And a big-time foul there. That's the 6th foul on Caleb Fannin alone in this first 30 minutes of the game. It's going to get to a point where you ask, where is the cards for persistent infringement? Caleb Fannin has won 6 fouls here in this first half. It doesn't all have to be from the same player for it to be persistent infringement if it's on the same guy every single time. Alessandro Rubio is going to stand over this. Looks like Fountain City Athletics is going to keep Farmer and Osongo back. Sent straight to the keeper, hoping he drops it or something. And Fannin really feeling those challenges. Again, you're just going to have to ask how many more are the refs going to allow that are strictly on Fannin. Good work there from Glover. Unable to keep it in, but put the pressure on behind. It's going to be out for a Central Kansas throw-in. And I do have to give credit where credit is due. Central Kansas does have some very clean black jerseys by way of Puma. Good throw in there, but Fannin's going to put some pressure on. Poor touch. Pasui's going to let that one ride out for a throw-in. Osongo. Enos. Back to Osongo. Fannin in the middle again, and that one has to be a booking. That's all. He's off. He's gone. 32nd minute, and it's a red card to number 4. Again, 7 fouls won by Caleb Fannin in this first half alone. And that number 4 was lucky to not have to deal with the second yellow red card right there. I honestly believe that should have been his second yellow card offense of the game. And Central Kansas are going to have to play down for the remainder of this game. Red card caution in the 34th minute. Number 4, Jorge Mejas sent off. And a disgusting challenge really in the middle. It's no place for that in the game. No need for it really either. Coming through behind, high studs, everything. That one's really, really disgusting in the end. And Fountain City Athletic will play the remainder of this game up a man. Again, Fountain City Athletic will play the remainder of this game up a man after a red card in the 33rd minute to Jorge Meja. A disgusting challenge on the back of Caleb Fannin. And Fountain City Athletic need to take advantage. I don't know if any of you guys tuned into the Emporia game Wednesday night, but Fountain City Athletic went up a man in the, I believe, around the 60th minute with the score 4-2, able to put another one away, but also allowed 2 goals while up a man. So still work to do. That red card coming to center back definitely makes it a lot more difficult for Central Kansas here, who are looking to protect that undefeated record. Good ball there from Farmer over the top to Glover. He's going to let it fall over him, and that turf's going to carry it out of bounds. Over to Glover now. Can he get there? He'll be offsides. Does get there, but again, offsides.
No, I didn't get it.
Huh?
The camera.
You didn't get it? I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, if you were not able to see that red card challenge. Our camera got stuck while moving it on the tripod. Sometimes things happen, but from what I witnessed, Caleb Fannin came around, got the touch first. Meja came sliding in from behind, hoping to get the ball before Fannin did, but it was unlucky and just came straight through the back ankle of Caleb Fannin. And again, I think the ref was lucky to let him off with the yellow card after the first 3 challenges on Caleb Fannin. So maybe that red card was just a saying of, hey, this is really should have been your second yellow. But either way, it's also pretty borderline red card challenge. Farmer now. Enos taking his time. Looks like Central Kansas is going to shift to a 4-2-2-1, maybe a 4-2-3, drop one of those center midfielders into center back for the time being. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second half. Sent long to Carrasquino from Enos. Carrasquino with some nifty footwork. Sent over. Flores is the man back there now, so it looks like they dropped Flores from right wing to left back and maybe moved one of the outside backs to center back. Osai. Glover trying to get it to Carrasquino. Not quite on the same page. Still Glover. Now gets it to Carrasquino again. Good footwork there from Carrasquino. Looking for that ball over the top to Pazui, but mishit. Alessandro Rubio does well there to cut it out, stop that ball from getting through. And ladies and gentlemen, please remember to keep the comments on the YouTube kind about both teams. Thank you. Amir. Pulled down, but giving up himself a little too easy right there. Ref saw it as well. About 5 minutes now till a halftime whistle. Plus what possible extra time. Great challenge there from Alessandro Rubio. Running on the opposite side is Jared Glover. Good ball from Rubio. Glover now gets to the ball. Back to Carrasquino. Rubio going to hit it. But Carrasquino needs to do better there. Fandon standing at the top of the box. Just lay it off, son. Goal kick taken long. So Songa, who just got pushed in the back there. Farmer was looking to see if anybody was ready for that long ball. Gets it to Osai in the end short. Osai with a beautiful ball over to Amir. Pasui. Pasui going by baseline. Unable to control it. Thought Flores had the last touch. But Flores defends well. Amir looking to go byline on that one. Been dangerous down that right wing. Osai does well there. That ball's out into the parking lot. Flicked on by Rubio. Fannin trying to win it. Rubio gets it now to Fannin. Fannin over to Glover. Glover to Carrasquino. Carrasquino one-time ball in. Keeper able to get a touch on it. An important touch as Fannin was running in. Three minutes plus extra time now here left in this first half. Good possession spell right here from Central Kansas, and Beva tracking all the way back. Looks like they're still going to want to push some numbers forward. That red card's going to make them susceptible to the counterattack. Fountain City Athletics can be okay with sitting back. Farmer gets that one out of bounds. That one's into the parking lot as well. That one probably hit my car, unfortunately. Gave Flores to throw in. A huge sponsor shout out to Charger Go-Go, Speakeasy, and Compies for being our main jersey sponsors this year. Charger Go-Go, our platinum tier sponsor. Good back heel there and a great recovery defensive challenge there from Jake Farmer, but a dangerous spell of possession again, even with the man down. Still shooting numbers forward. Nico Rivera going to come through that one. Pressure on his back, looking for a way to beat him. Does for the time being. Hands all over his back, and the ref's going to see that. Well done from Rivera to win the challenge. Also, huge shout-outs to our sponsor, Powerhouse Nutrition Verts, for being great partners with us this year. CSD Credit Union and Verimour Bank. Over the top to Carrasquino. Comes through out of bounds for a Rivera throw, and he's going to get it back to Osongo. Rubio in the middle. Loses his footing. Spin there to get away from Rivera. And Osai coming through, unable to get it, but causes enough disruption for Osongo to collect in the middle. His pass cut out. Rivera tries to get over the top to Glover. Now it's just a little bit of a kickball all game back and forth right here. Osongo mistouched, and I think he's going to go into the booking for that one. And indeed he is. John Osongo going into the booking on that one. Caution in the 45th minute. Number 22, John Osongo. Dangerous free kick here. Could be a good way to end the half for Central Kansas United. It'll be Seth Flores, I believe, stepping over this one. And good placement, just a lot of power on the end of that one. It's going to go out for a goal kick, and Fountain City Athletic we definitely won't mind taking this one into the half. Osongo. Osai was looking for the long ball, going to continue to carry, now gets it over to Lapata. Numbers getting forward now. Lapata looking down the line for Pazui. He's going to beat Flores in the race, but will get the ball. He will. 2 there to collect, and it's going to be out for a Fountain City Athletic throw-in. Will this be their last chance of the game? Or of the half, my apologies. It's going to be a Ricky Lapata long throw. They're going to send Jake Farmer up into the box, treat this like a corner kick. Let's see if they can get anything going here to end the half. 47th minute. Good throw from Lapata. Over the hands of the keeper. Actually, keeper does well. I saw Jake Farmer's head and thought it was the ball. That's who was challenging for it. A Songo header into a spot that Zimbeva's able to collect. 8 on the right wing, trying to get it onto the back post. Too much again from Central Kansas, but still putting in some dangerous possession with being down a man. Fountain City Athletics going to have to pay attention and make sure that's not happening in the second half as we reach halftime. Your halftime score: Fountain City Athletic 1, Central Kansas United 0. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half. Fountain City Athletics started with it. Just a recap of the first half. 8th minute, PK over the scoreboard on that one. Quite impressive. Sorry about that. But first half recap, PK won by Caleb Fannin, put away by Miguel Carrasquino in the 8th minute, and that's where we stand goal-wise. If you notice, a red tab next to CKU on the scoreboard in the 35th-ish minute. Number 4 went through the back of Caleb Fannin late and was given a straight red card. Central Kansas will play the remainder of this one down a man. A lot of work to do already, being down a score. But now even more work to do, being down a man. Osai gets it over to Rivera. Rivera, good little turn. Looking to get the switch on. Good defense there from Central Kansas. Central Kansas now with Zimbabwe, a 3v2. People coming 4v3 now. Into 16, Farmer cuts it off. And now Carrasquino carrying, gets it over to Pasui. Pasui's first touch down the line on Flores. Still Pasui. Still Pasui working on Flores. Gets the ball onto his left. Good work there from Pasui. No foul. Ref says he got ball. Zimbabwe comes down and collects. Good flick over Rivera's head. Osai claiming that he took an elbow, it looked like. Central Kansas not waiting for anybody. Rubio on the wing challenging. And they're going to say that's a foul just outside the box. Dangerous free kick. Opportunity for Central Kansas. Rubio the one to give it away. High arm, it looked like, was the call. And a dangerous opportunity early for Central Kansas to try to get onto the board. A little talk about who's going to take this, but it's Zimbabwe who steps over it. It looks like a 3-man wall from Fountain City Athletic. Zimbabwe. Flicks it in. Collected by Farmer well. It's going to be a race. Fanning gets there first. His touch long out wide. Put under pressure, and that's going to be another foul won by Caleb Fannin. Fountain City Athletic going to take their time here as we enter the 49th minute of play. Rivera looking for options. Going to just go long through the middle. Fannin not really challenging for that one. Carrasquino in the middle on 14. 14 comes out victorious in that challenge. Good ball played over the top. Enos high off his line to collect that early. And yeah, it looks like Central Kansas shifted to the back four again. It's going to be a 4-2-3, 4-3-2. Depends on how you look at it. Looks like that extra midfielder is going to be shifting between a winger and an outside mid role. Osongo. Carrasquino creeping on this far side. Good cutout there. It's going to be out for a Fountain City throw-in. Rivera was looking to go quick, but holds off a little bit. Throw over the top, trying to look for Rubio. Rubio gets the touch. Pasui collects. Osai going to shoot, and that's going to go all the way over the stadium. Kelvin Osai unable to hit the netting that reaches 10 foot over the 20-foot building. That's going to lose us a ball, unfortunately. 50 minutes of action here. Central Kansas pushing their lineup high, going to take the kick long. Farmer challenging on Zimbabwe. Still Farmer v. Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe gets it over to 14, now 11, Flores. Flores looking to go down the line on Pasui. Pasui puts in a dangerous challenge. Not going to be put into the book. That's just his first challenge, but unnecessary there from Amir Pasui. Another dangerous free kick for Central Kansas. Fountain City Athletics still have a lot to work to do. 40 minutes against a team that's undefeated. Man down or not, anything can happen when you're playing a team of this caliber. It's going to be Zimbabwe on the kick. Harrison Enos is going to have to be wary of this one, as Zimbabwe's already scored a free kick directly this season. Two-man wall of Lapata and Rubio. Zimbabwe. Good ball whipped in, but Harry Enos there to collect. He wants to go quick to Carrasquino, throw off line. Central Kansas looking for the long shot, blocked by Osai. Good ball there to go down the wing. Put into a dangerous spot. Not done well there from Osongo. Fannin almost wins that one in a dangerous spot, but Fountain City Athletic really need to regain some composure right now. Another long ball. Enos trying to collect, unable to do so, and 25 is going to get on to the end of that one. It's going to be a goal for Central Kansas. It's been coming 7 minutes of straight offense from them, and it's 1-1. Harry Enos just late to that one. Got to make up your mind. Can't be 50-50 on those ones. Number 25, the goal scorer. Goal scored by number 53 in the 53rd minute by number 25. Rubio looking long to Glover. Goalie comes over his own man. Fanning goes quick to Carrasquino. Carrasquino turns now, trying to drive. Still Carrasquino. And the ref is going to blow the whistle now, with Fountain City Athletics still in possession. Man still down for CKU. And back to his feet. He's going to leave the field. Looks like substitution is ready to be made for him. Either way, it's going to be a weird position for everybody to be in. Fountain City Athletics going to get a drop ball. Carrasquino gets the ball back in play to Rubio. Rubio trying to go over the top to Carrasquino, unable to in the end. And again, Fountain City Athletic, 2 games now up a man, unable to maintain the lead. Last week against Emporia, 2 goals almost took out the win right from underneath us, and now here, red card, and Central Kansas still finds a way to tie the game up. Foul there in the middle from 15. Asongo goes quick to Farmer. Pasui fighting with Flores on it. It's going to be out on Flores. Lapata to throw now. Over to Fannin. Fannin looking for the flick on a Rubio. Osai now back to Fannin. Has Carrasquino to his right. Gets it to Carrasquino. And the ref's going to say he's offsides. CKU are going to be the ones taking their time now. As being a man down, obviously you're going to push for a winner here, but definitely going to be satisfied with this result if it was to stand. This result, not enough for Fountain City Athletic to secure second place in the standings, as they need to win out if Dodge City wins out in order to secure that. Jared Glover now gets it to Fannin. Fannin double team, and CKU retakes over. CKU been really dominant in possession, almost seeming like they're the man with the team with the man advantage right now. Nico Rivero does well on 25, the goal scorer. Dribbles off his own back foot, and another throw-in for Central Kansas. Central Kansas continues to push those numbers forward. Fountain City Athletic are going to have to keep an eye on that. Even being down a man, those numbers in the box could really pay difference. Fountain City Athletic could be dangerous on the counter here, though, in the second half with that man advantage. Good throw in there. Jake Farmer going to be the one to clear it out. Caleb Fannin challenging. Remember, a long ball over the top was how we won the penalty in the first half. And coach arguing for a yellow card, but that's Caleb Fannin's first yellow card or first foul of the game, and he's been fouled 8 times, and not a lot of yellows given away for those, so I'm not sure what they're arguing. Maybe if it was another player other than Caleb Fannin making that foul, you got yourself a case, but Caleb Fannin's been the most fouled player on the field from both teams. Good ball from the goalie, flicked on towards target. Harrison Enos calls everybody off. Enos gonna look to go long again. And the ref is gonna pause the game. Not sure what is going on here. Looks like the coach is gonna be carded. Or maybe they're saying the ball is flat. I'm a little confused right now on what is going on exactly. Still confused. I'm not really sure what the point to stop the game for was in that moment. I'm very confused, but I'll keep you updated as soon as I can. Have no idea what happened there, but it's going to be back into Harry Enos's hand with a drop ball. I'll try to get you guys some info as soon as I get it, but again, I have no idea what that was. Not too sure what the deal was there, but we are back in play now. Osongo to Glover. Back to Osongo. 63rd minute of play here. We're definitely going to have some added time now at the end of this half. Carrasquinho fouled in the middle. Lazy reach there from number 2. Carrasquinho does well to earn the foul. Looks like it will be Osai on it. Osongo up from his center back duties on this. It's going to be Osai to take. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on in that pile over there by the box. And the ref yelling at that player enough. If you have to yell that hard, might as well just give him a card. Osai, ball whipped in. Glover flicked on. Osongo racing after the second one. Unable to win that, and it'll be out for a goal kick. Dangerous ball there put in from Osai. Not enough doing in the box from Fountain City Athletic. And the goalkeeper going quick. Jake Farmer there to win it. 25 to goal scorer with a bad touch there. Goes out for Fountain City Athletic throwing. He had plenty of space to carry. Quick throw to Osai. Man on his back. Good spin. Amir Pasui. Inverted run. That's what he was looking for. Headed as far as Rubio. Now Rivera. Rivera looking for options. Gets it into Rubio. Rubio one time trying to get it to Carrasquinho, just out of his reach. Ball put out of bounds by Central Kansas. And again, Central Kansas has looked the way better team here in this second half, even being down a man. Fountain City Athletic hoping that maybe the man advantage can play dividends here late with 30 minutes remaining. Carrasquinho working on Flores. Pazui picks it up. Pazui, good step over down the line. One-time ball to the back post. Jared Glover right into the hands of the keeper. Pazui and Glover, second time they've connected today. Second time the keeper has saved it. Good work from him. Osongo in the middle. Again, they're trying to go quick and long to the lone man. So to Osai. Bad touch there from Flores. And Lapata will have the ball in a dangerous spot. Throws quick. Caleb Fannin. Goalie moving the whole goal. And Zimbabwe down the line, not able to get there. And ref's going to have to go check on that goal after the goalie's save pushed it off the line. Good save there. Again, 66th minute, another Fountain City Athletic throw-in. Central Kansas starting to put a little bit more numbers behind the ball. Not sure how far that ref thought the ball went out of bounds. Once it goes out of bounds, you don't count where it rolls, but Fountain City Athletic elected to go short anyway, and we play from there. That's Jake Farmer looking over for Ricky Lapata, just a little too much. And substitutions to be made here. It looks like Daniel Varela and Albert Kimme coming on. Daniel will come on for Alessandro Rubio. Substitution in the 67th minute, Daniel Varela on for Alessandro Rubio. Also on, number 23, Albert Kimme for number 9, Jared Glover. Other sub being made is Albert Kimme coming on and Jared Glover making way. Getting some fresh legs on the field now, Osai, over to Lapata. Ricky Lapata gets it over to Carrasquinho. Carrasquinho still with the ball. Good ball. Neither of them were expecting it. Goalkeeper's going to hold, set the ball out, and play long from the ground. Put a target guy up there. That's what you're hoping for. Osongo does well there. Good ball from Zimbabwe, though. But yeah, just send it up top to the tall guy on the field and hope that he flicks it onto your quick wingers with the man down. That's got to be one of your tactics right now. Good play, though. Nico Rivera collects. And that's a bit of a long advantage, but they're going to give the foul from Danny Varela there in the middle. 69th minute of action here. Fountain City Athletic would be super disappointed if this is the result that stands. Giving up a goal here in the second half, up a man, and really have just been dominated possession-wise from Central Kansas. Good ball. Dangerous in the box. Cleared away from Lapata. Flores heads up, but it will go out of bounds for another Fountain City Athletic throw-in. Lapata going all the way back to Enos. Osongo now. Back over to Farmer. Now Lapata. Back with Farmer. Farmer looking for Pazui. Flores gets the first touch, and number 2 having to come through and collect. It will be out for a throw-in. See if Ricky opts for his long throw again. Numbers forward, Jake Farmer coming into the box. It looks like he is going to be looking for that long throw. Into Farmer. Headed away from a Central Kansas. And it will be out for a corner kick. Fountain City Athletic hoping to make something happen from this. Osongo pushing forward. Farmer staying up in there. Much needed 3 points from both sides with how the standings are looking so far. It's going to be Carrasquinho to take the corner. Carrasquinho ball in to Osongo off his chest. Just under him. Cleared away only as far as Rivera. He's going to look to get things back up there. Carrasquinho still out on the wing. Gets it to him. 1v1 with Flores. Flores does well for the moment. Carrasquinho still working on Flores, who's makeshift wingback. Started off the game as a winger, but due to the red card had to exit. Ricky Lapata goes quick to Carrasquinho. Carrasquinho flicking over the top of a Central Kansas defender and getting taken down. No call. Carrasquinho holding his face now. And another red card given to Gabe Flores. Red card in the 72nd minute. Number 11, Flores, Central Kansas United. Another red card today for CKU, and this, he's the one that got put back there due to the first red card. So he needs to be the guy to come off now, but that leaves Central Kansas down to 9 men. Not too sure what happened on that one. And CKU players arguing right now.
Oh, he jumped on him.
And it looks like a little stomp to the face of Carrasquino. He's bleeding. Got a nosebleed right now. Oh, yeah, kick to the face. Yeah, I kicked him in the face while they were on the ground. Yep. Yeah, it looks like when Flores and Carrasquino were on the ground after Flores had fell on him, he gave a little kick to Carrasquino's face. Referee on the side saw it as he was standing right there, called his center official over, and the red card was given. Now the goalkeeper is claiming cramps. You've had 10 minutes now to deal with that. But not sure how you see that as a bad red card. He kicked a player on the face while he's on the ground. That's textbook. Probably will get further suspensions. Wouldn't be surprised. And CKU down 2 men now. Fountain City Athletic really going to have to take advantage of this. Oh, and it's going to be a penalty kick as well. Nico Rivera is going to step up to take this one. Great opportunity for Fountain City Athletic to jump back on top. 2 penalty kicks today. A red card for number 4 and a red card for number 11. But yeah, kick a dude in the face and you're going to get sent off. Nico Rivera looking to make his first goal involvement of the season. One of the better players for Fountain City Athletic as to date. Been controlling that left back position, making it his own. Nico Rivera. Nico Rivera makes it 2-1, Fountain City Athletic. Amir Pasui makes way after Nico Rivera puts away that PK. It will be Ocean Comfort coming on for him. Ricky Lapata's on the ground right now, and 25 just bumped the referee. He's going to get a yellow card for that. Central Kansas got to be careful right now. Goal scorer just got booked. Ricky Lapata's still on the ground. And it looks like Ricky Lapata is going to need a substitution. Derek Carson going to come on to finish the last 22 minutes. Indigo Comfort came in as well. Not sure who he took out. Looks like I'll have to double check on that one. Throw in now for Central Kansas. Derek Carson, though, the one on for Fountain City Athletic in replace of Ricky Lapata. They're going to call that an Fountain City Athletic handball. Oh, and Indigo Comfort came on for Miguel Carrasquino in that 75th minute. Carrasquino's first goal scorer of the day. Ball sent up. Jake Farmer heads it away. Only as far as Nico Rivera. Albert Kimmett does well to get there. It's going to go off of him, though. Central Kansas will have a throw in. 78th minute here. Oh, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I had accidentally stopped the clock. 79th, 80th minute now here as we enter. I'm going to go ahead and get started as soon as we hit the 80th minute. Ocean Comfort picks it up in the middle. He's got numbers to his left and to his right. Looking for Kimmett to his left and unable to get it to him as now we enter the 80th minute. Good work there from Osongo. Another Central Kansas throw-in. 10 minutes left here in regular time, not counting extra time. You'd think Fountain City Athletic will just want to sit behind the ball here, defend their lead. But as you saw earlier, Central Kansas could put goals in the back of the net while being down a man. And Indigo Comfort pulled down hard. No booking there. That's a dirty play right there. Just throwing him down on the ground. Indigo Comfort, the substitute that just came on, feeling that one. Very dirty play right there. Not sure how he got away with that and not being booked. Looks like Zimbeva is taking off his armband. giving it to number 25 as he makes way. Osai is going to drop in behind and play as almost a third center back. Zimbabwe taking his time leaving the field, only hurting his team. Still, Zimbabwe has yet to leave the field. Referee waves his substitute replacement on, and we are ready to get back underway. Hopefully Indigo is doing all right. Fountain City Athletics still remain up a man despite having a man off the field, as Central Kansas have 2 red cards in this game. Ball played up. Nico Rivera unfortunately gets the foul called on him. Goalie going to come all the way up to take this one. Appreciate it. Sends it up. Flicked on, but out of the path of the running winger. Good ball over to the striker. Derek Carson comes from behind. Thought he got the ball, but went through the man first. Definitely a foul in the end. It's a foul you take, though, if you're Fountain City Athletic. And the referee has come over to the sideline and given the referee a yellow, or the coach a yellow card. Coach is still bickering on the field, yelling at the ref after that yellow card. Dangerous free kick opportunity here, though, from number 6 for Central Kansas. Right into the wall. And again, just 8 players, field players on the field right now for Central Kansas. It's a 4v1. Daniel Varela gets over there. One-time ball into the path of Ocean Comfort. Goalie off his line. Going to have to come through and clear that. Over the crowd. It's going to be a throw-in for Fountain City Athletic. Indigo Comfort returns to the field. Hope that he's doing all right after that dirty challenge. Off the chest of Caleb Fannin out after that throw-in from Varela. Central Kansas looking to go long. Off the head of Derek Carson. It's going to be out for another throw-in for Central Kansas. A little bit farther back than that. And 15 looks to go long again. This time Farmer's on his back. Goes through both of their legs, and Osongo just gets it out. 4 minutes of regular time. Definitely some stoppages to be added due to that break around the 60th minute. That was unknown. A couple substitutions and injuries, as well as a red card. Throw long into the box. Farmer does well. Central Kansas back in possession. Nico Rivera gets the ball, looking for Fannin. Fannin gets the touch to Kimmey. Kimmey looking back to Fannin, but not on the same page. Looks like Fannin's feeling a little bit of heavy legs after all those challenges early in the game. Over the top, Osongo does well. Second ball there from number 6. Top of the box, shot blocked by Farmer. Dangerous there. Osai looking up top for Fannin. They're going to let it ride all the way back to the keeper. Central Kansas really desperate. Going to start pushing some numbers forward. Fountain City Athletic, they don't need another goal. They need to keep people behind the ball. Doesn't seem too interested in doing that. Ball over to Osongo. Now Rivera. Goal scorer for the second one and the current game winner. Comfort. Looking over the top for Varela. Great ball. Varela timed his run just a little early. Goalkeeper takes the free kick. Still the goalie on the ball, 35-yard line. He's going to send it up. Dangerous. Flicked on, just out of the path. Fountain City Athletic have to be careful just sitting back there inviting that long ball. That's how they scored the first goal, and that's what they look like they're trying to do for the second. Farmer short to Enos. Enos to Kime, nothing doing there. Throw-in taken quick. In behind is 23. Gets down the sideline. Referees say that nothing doing there as Osongo playing defense. Entering the 90th minute now here. Interested to see how much time they get added on to the end of this one. I wish they would tell me. But unfortunately, I don't think I will know until you guys do. Enos. Take the goal kick, taking his time. Sends it up long. Fannin looking to flick on. Unable to do so as 2 is there. Another ball sent over the top. 25 there. Enos. Enos there first, and 2 players on the ground, including Fountain City Athletics goalkeeper. Great save there from Enos. Both players just colliding in the end. Nothing doing on that one. Foul-wise, a good 50-50 challenge from goalkeeper. Enos is down. Enos remains down. But a big save there from Enos. Had to come out, put his hands on it, and just the momentum of 25 there taken over, and they just collide there. Nothing really either can do in that situation. 90th minute though here, we are bound to have a bit of stoppage time. Not too sure how much is going to be added on, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see close to 4 to 5 minutes here. Enos back to his feet, looking okay. Fountain City just needs to put numbers behind the ball here. 90th minute into extra time. 1 goal lead, 2-man advantage. Central Kansas are going to be pushing numbers. Any type of attack just needs to come off of a counterattack ball sent up high to Caleb Fannin. Nothing build-up wise needed. Just get it up the field and chase. Referee telling our goalkeeper on the bench not to warm up. Not sure what that's about. And Harry Enos is going to have to exit the remainder of this match. Ethan Ulrich to step in for Fountain City Athletic. A little bit of a nervy situation having to come on for just the last 5 to 6 minutes of the game, but Ethan Ulrich ready to step up and take control of this. Harry clutching his shoulder. Looks like maybe a dislocation. Let's hope not. Playoffs coming up. A bye week here. Ulrich into the match now. Let's see how the referee chooses to restart this one. Seven minutes of extra time from here, so we will play through the 100th minute. Ball in. Ball flicked on to 25. One-time cross onto the top of the weight room here at St. Pius X. And to the back of the school. Luckily, they put in that new turf field. Ball sent up. Fannin not going to challenge it. Comfort. I know. Varela trying to get it back to Comfort, unable to do so. His brother Indigo, though, trying to win it back. Fountain City Athletic just needs to get behind the ball. Falling a little too easy there. Fountain City Athletic really just need to drop numbers back. And a whistle blown. It'll be Fountain City Athletics ball in the middle. Out of bounds for a Fountain City Athletic throw. Carson going to take his time. '96 minute of action. Indigo gets it into Finn and looks over the wing to Kimme. Kimme tries to get the ball to Comfort's run. Kelvin Osai picks it up after the head away. Deflection straight into the arms of the keeper. He's going to go long again. This one a little short. Rivera able to put some pressure on, and Carson now gets it over to Varela. Varela not able to keep it in bounds. Thrown in quick. Carson does very well, though. And Comfort does even better to win the foul. And Fountain City Athletic now has about 4 minutes to hold on. Jake Farmer on this one. Again, if you're just now joining us, Ethan Ulrich. And Frank Robinson's going to go, or Jake Gardner is going to go into the book here for time wasting. It's all right. It's Rivera on the wing, gets past the sliding challenge, cuts back onto his right, gets it to Kimme. Kimme looking to go down the line, does so. Edge of the box, back to Rivera. And good cut out there. Rivera trying to get the ball back inside. Unlucky, though. Fountain City Athletic have a lot of numbers in front of the ball despite needing to just play some defense here. O-side chasing. A little too much from Indigo. Ball taken long again. It's Carson again. Carson wins the header again. Out for a throw-in. Flicked on. Good flick. Farmer working on him. Oh, Songo's touch. Pretty poor one. Back heel attempt there. Fannin. Good ball from Farmer. And it's just Fannin, and that's going to be a red card. Easily a red card every single day of the week. He's off. That's their third red card of the game. Central Kansas has to be careful. They're still in prime position to make second place. Just their first loss of the season with this. But 3 red cards from Central Kansas today shows the integrity. Some dirty fouls today. Just, it's unacceptable, really. Like right there, there's no reason to... Obviously, if you're going to pull him down, you can pull him down, but no reason to throw him down in the reason that he did. Looks like Central Kansas is going to get another yellow card to their coach. And he is now sent off. So the Central Kansas, 4 red cards between the coaches and the players today. Two red cards for Central Kansas, number 2, and a coach on the sideline. Four red cards today. It's incredible to me. I'm not sure how much more time the ref is going to allow of this stoppage time with even this stoppage now that it was due to another red card. Central Kansas has 6 players on the field other than their goalkeeper. 7 players, my apologies. 6 players other than their goalkeeper on the field. That's just embarrassing. It really turned into an embarrassing game after a great competitive match. Ocean Comfort going to stand over this one. Looking for Danny. And the ref's going to call that one. Fountain City Athletic 2, Central Kansas 1. Final score, Fountain City Athletic 2, Central Kansas 1. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out tonight and supporting Fountain City Athletic. After this win, we remain second place in the Midwest South standings. Thank you so much, Simon Flores, for tuning in today. I appreciate your support and being our top commenter of the day, being our number 1 fan today. We appreciate your support on the Fountain City Athletic channel. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we will see you next time. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Fountain City Athletic 2, Central Kansas 1. Central Kansas 4 total red cards on the day. Fountain City Athletic was able to get into their head and play that second half very well in their favor. First red card came in the 35th minute after the first penalty kick. Miguel Carrasquino won. Or Caleb Finnan won, Miguel Carrasquino put away. Second red card came to Seth Flores. for kicking Miguel Carrasquino in the face. Nico Rivera put that penalty kick away. And then 2 red cards at the end here after a dog show opportunity, which the player threw Caleb Fannin on the ground. And the coach arguing got 2 yellow cards in a matter of 5 seconds. But again, I appreciate everyone for tuning in today, especially you, Simon Flores, 13, #1 fan today in the stream. Touched his face with his foot.